having just received form DLA1A for the renewal of a claim, decided to take a quick look through it. The first page is the usual about your info. One thing that they are not going to get is the contact number, because the last time they had the contact number they called up and cancelled with just a few hours notice. They want to know what type of property the claimant lives in. Nothing wrong with that, unless they own a property and cannot sell it, because or are waiting on the council to move them into a suitable property. Question 12 relates to signing for the claimant. The last form, as far as I remember, related to filling in the form on behalf of the claimant rather than signing it. In my honest opinion, this is a trick question to trap any claimants who may have a partner or other relative fill the form in. The DWP Atos can then claim the claimant is capable of filling in the form just because their signature is on it. Moving on to disabilities or illnesses, they say that you can just send in a recent prescription list, but what about those disabilities or illnesses that the specialist has said there is nothing they can do for the claimant? The last time they saw them, this could have been years ago. Disability probably hasn't gone away, but the claimant has to live with it. After filling in questions 14, 15 and 16 about specialists and others that help you, you are then asked to give consent to them to being contacted. In my opinion, where I'm at around this, as they are bound to call most for a face-to-face assessment, is to deny them consent, pay £50 for a copy of all your medical records, supply a copy of what you class as relevant, but only show the x-ray and scans at a face-to-face assessment. I have 2 reports that show they never took medical info into account, even though I give consent. So why give consent? They give example answers in some questions as if to say this, if these treatments are recent, aren't recent, don't include them. That's my opinion in reading between the lines, as they never show example answers going back 10 years or more. I know medicine moves on, but sometimes not as quick as the DWP like to make out. When we arrive at getting around outdoors, if you tick yes, then it asks how far you can walk before you feel severe discomfort, as if the claimant carries a measure with them or a stopwatch, as they go on to ask how many minutes. Who decides it's minutes? It could be seconds. It's just because the claimant doesn't show pain doesn't mean they are not in pain. The Gestapo contractors they employ have a phrase they use, and that is saw no signs of. When it comes to care, the closer you look, the more you seem to see that they want to get answers on what can be done. The same can be said of all the questions. When the form mentions food and difficulty cutting it up, this is another where the HP could say saw no signs of, as if you're going to be given a meal, to prove the fact by being asked to cut up the food. Getting to around the end of the form, well, nearly, and communicating with others. Anyone could say they need help understanding some people, especially from other parts of the country or foreigners who speak English. Hobbies is sneakily put in help with your care needs. The example they gave is listening to music. I just put the radio on and fall asleep. It's the cheapest option. One thing this form is meant to do is confuse the person filling it in, as they jump about from hobbies to whether you have a mental health problem to can you cook a meal. In my opinion, the only person that will be caught out by this is the person that needs the help and tries to fill the form in themselves. After 35 pages, they give one page to add extra info. Is it no wonder why so many are turned down for benefits, especially when they have a mental health problem? Well, when they may have a mental health problem, and try to condense everything into one page.